the cost of emergency medical care has skyrocketed, even for your four-legged friends. And charities have to find creative ways to raise funds to cover the costs.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, joining us today is Willey, the amazing Willey, the Executive Director of Friendship APL, to tell us about their biggest fundraiser of the year, Wags to Riches.
You are amazing.
Really are amazing.
So let's just stop.
Like, this is our animal hero. Seriously.
And look at you and Freddie.
So yeah, this is Freddie. Freddie actually came to us from a vet clinic. Apparently the owner couldn't afford whatever care that this particular dog needed, which was actually a bladder stone. It was one of the largest bladder stones I'd ever seen. It actually was making it very difficult for this dog to actually have to, when it had to go to the bathroom. So the dog was surrendered to the vet clinic, and oftentimes these dogs are surrendered to these clinics with the idea that they would be euthanized unless a rescue or humane society steps forward. And so we stepped forward on behalf of Freddie to get him the care he needed. He was in pretty rough shape all around. We had to shave him down all the way back down to the starting point here, so let that hair grow back in. But Freddie's 3 years old, and we're here to provide them a second chance that they might not otherwise get.
So the stone is out.
Yes.
And is Freddie okay?
Yes, he's going to be okay. He's very, very shy. He's very nervous
Look
here.
how cuddly.
I mean, Freddie.
Yeah, so just trying to, yes, he could do this. This could be yours, and you could have
it might
this
be
little
mine in like 10 minutes.
Snuggle
Netflix,
bug.
poodle, and chill.
Otis and Maya meet Freddie.
But the costs are becoming extraordinarily expensive.
And I want to talk about that. So what is there a typical emergency expense cost that you can kind of throw out there just to give us an idea?
So the one that I think most people are familiar with in a shelter environment is a leg amputation. A dog gets hit by a car, a cat falls off out of a window and breaks that leg, and the leg has to be amputated. About 4 or 5 years ago, we were paying about $700 for this surgery. It is now $1,700 oftentimes for this surgery. So it gives you some perspective on how much we're seeing cost incrementally go up. I mean, this is pretty astronomical, and there's a lot of reasons for this, I think. One is care credit, the other is pet insurance. More and more people are getting access to pet insurance, which is a smart thing to get. I tell everybody all the time, get pet insurance now, because it does cover a lot.
No, it really is smart.
And the costs are going up. And so the cost of education for veterinarians is also going up. And so we see all these things kind of factor into
full
these.
Circle.
Yeah, exactly. So, we end up taking on a lot of that burden, though, when someone doesn't get care credit, when someone can afford pet insurance and something happens. And, a lot of times we're the organizations that are stepping up to save these dogs and give them a second chance.
So we can help you because, like you just said, these costs are astronomical.
Right.
So talk about Wags to Riches.
So Wags to Riches is one of our major events. This event helps us raise lots and lots of money that only goes towards emergency care and expenses for our animals at the shelter. It is a casino night.
It's a big night.
And it's so fun.
It's a blast.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We have live music. We have all sorts of great games that we play all night long. And, it's a celebration of the animals that we're able to save throughout the year. And though, there are tragedies, and there's things that we talk about where there are animals we try to treat and we try to save and we just can't do it. But this evening is a complete and utter celebration of those that we are able to save, that we're able to provide a second chance to, that are here today because of the work that we do and the fundraising we do at this event.
Do you have certain goals for this year's event?
Well, I'm happy if we raised $100,000 last year, and my hope is that we continue to raise about $100,000. And I know that some people want us to raise kind of more, but I actually think this is such a great event. I kind of want it to stay just the way it is. It's a lovely event. It's, people really, really enjoy it. It's an open bar, great food at Tom's Country Place. They offer vegetarian and vegan options available for people that are interested.
Well, and here's the thing. I mean, like I get what you're saying because the event is already so big, just the way it is, but we can donate all year round.
Right. And so that's what we have to do. We have to tell stories of dogs like Freddie here. We have multiple animals at any one given time that are over at at West Park Animal Hospital or the other emergency clinics that work alongside of us. Like we are treating 2 puppies that were in a box that found on the side of the road. Someone brought in. And they have parvo, and they're being treated. And unfortunately, we lost one of those over the weekend. And Koopa is fighting for his life right now, but his sister passed and we couldn't save her, even though no matter how much we tried and how much care we provided, but there's still a cost to that. There's still a cost to everything that we do.
Well, and with the 100,000, I mean, I don't know if you can even give us a number, but how many lives did that save?
It saves hundreds of lives.
Really?
Hundreds of lives. Hundreds of lives. Because it helps us with everything from the simple to the extravagant. We had a dog last year, a French bulldog, that came to us. They thought it was never going to walk again. Its back end was just broken. We took it to an emergency clinic down in Akron. They were able to clean out the spinal cord. Things are just amazing things. And they're like, well, it's going to take weeks to walk. It'll take weeks to regain if it ever does. And within a day, 24 hours later, that little bulldog, Lulu, was walking down the hallway. And the vet was just like a miracle. It was a miracle. It brought tears to my eyes. And I've been doing this for 20 years. And I mean, just to see to have the power, to have the ability to give a dog a chance to walk again is a miracle.
Let's do it. Get you all the information that you need, because here it comes, Wags to Riches.
And this is benefiting the Friendship APL, Saturday, April 4th at Tom's Country Place in Avon. The doors open at 6:30, and you can get your tickets at friendshipapl.org/events. It's such a fun time.
Thank you for all that you do. And Freddie, thank you.
Thank you, Freddie. So Freddie needs a home, everyone.
Yes, Freddie is looking for a home. We'll be available tomorrow for adoption.
Oh, Freddie. So I don't think Freddie's going to have a problem.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
This segment of It's About You was furnished by Friendship APL.